here with a new Ask Victor video. So this is the video where I answer the questions from the viewers. So this month I will answer the questions in the comments of the Ask Victor of the month of May. So if you want your questions to be answered, leave it in the comments below and take into account that I will answer them more or less in the middle of July. So normally I do this once a month, in the middle of the month. So at the beginning of the month I like to do the studio update, and then in the middle I do this Ask Victor. Just once a month I think it's enough for questions. I think it's a good way to do it. And anyway, any case, if you have any questions that you would like to ask me, please don't hesitate, leave it in the comments below and I will answer them in the next month video. So let's start with the questions from the previous month, and yeah, I will cover I will go with my answer. So the first question is from Vince Venturella, a great channel, a great painter and a great person. So I really recommend to follow his channel, and if you want to improve in painting, follow him in internet. I think he's one of the best painters today. So let's go for the first question. What's your favorite model from the Sisters of Battle? And what do you think of the recent edition of diorama models like the Triumph of Santa Catherine and the Cataclysm in iOS? And now we are going to have the silent, how it's called, the new Nekvon, that is going to be also very similar. So first of all, my favorite model from the new launch of the Sisters of Battle, I will say maybe it's the Saint Catherine, because it's evocating all what Sisters of Battle is about. So is the heroes, is the gothic look, is showing as well this mix between ecclesiarchy and warriors, with this type of cherub, how it's called, is the cherubs that are there, the cherubs that are flying with it, and then just going with the tomb, or the with the so it's really a for me it's showing really what the Sisters of Battle is. It's like this combination of sacred war mixed with gothic, mixed with this type of religious background, of course, in the based on the Catholic religion, but no extrapolated to the imperial type of Kveid, no? Kveid. So I really like a lot. I think it's for me I love, and I really enjoy painting it, and I really like it a lot. If I have to choose another one, I also like a lot the new tanks. They also have this super gothic look, but I think all the new lineup it's looking really great. As I said recently, I would love to see the Crusaders as well in plastic kits, but yeah, this is a discussion for another time. So what do you think about the recent edition of diorama? I think these are very interesting models. I paint the Santa Catherine not because it's good for gaming, it's because I really like the composition and I really like the look, right? From gaming, maybe it's not the best thing to do. From gaming, maybe it's better to have a lot of squads. But it's on the other side, I really enjoy painting this diorama. So I think it's more for collection than really for gaming in a way. Although I don't know, I don't know what the Cataclysm does and if it's good enough for the points. I have the feeling that the Triumph of Santa Catherine, I will use it in one battle or two, but I did not paint it to use it in a battle. I painted because I really like the look, I really like the aesthetic, and I wanted to add it to my Sisters of Battle collection. So yeah, I think they are great, and I think will be nice to have these small dioramas, one of each in each army, because it's a way to show how a little bit more of the army, right? A way to show how the army looks like, and a way to show really a little bit more about the aesthetic of an army. So I'm in favor, and I like that they are doing more, and I hope it's successful. Next question is from EricBR40K, Necrons and more. Another great channel, especially if you do Necrons, another great channel to follow, highly recommended. And he's a great person, and yeah, and if you want to know everything about Necrons, I recommend to follow EricBR. So he's asking me if and when ninth comes, do you think the stratagem system will stay? Well, we have seen, and this question now is quite easy to answer. I never thought that the stratagems will disappear. I think it's one of the successes of the 8th edition, although it's not my favorite part, but I think it's one of the successes of the 8th edition, and this is why they reapply in Kill Team, and this is why in a way they are reapplying as well in Age of Sigmar in a different ways, but at the end they do the same, right? You have some common points, and you can use these to create some abilities. So what they will stay, and they will even emphasize this more, right? Because some abilities that now they were automatic, like the Overwatch, now will be a stratagem. So stratagems are going to become more and more important. We will, and I have seen that in the 9th edition will be quite an important focus of your strategy. So looking forward to see how this evolves, but yeah, so far I like a lot what I have seen in 9th edition, and maybe I will do a video to comment. I know that we have more rules popping up, and we have more to discuss about the 9th edition and what it's looking like. Next question. Well, here we have first a comment. Thank you so much. This is from Bogdor. Okay, thanks to you for watching my videos. And then we go to AF. I really enjoy all the contrast paint videos you have done. Are there any more planned? Do you have any kit bashers? First question, yeah, I'm loving a lot the contrast paints, and I will try to share all the tricks I keep finding about them. I have done a good number of videos on contrast, and I think it's a great product to speed up the paint job. Okay, so I will say I recommend a lot contrast paints for people starting. It reach you tabletop level very easily with shades and giving a quite interesting look. And if you then want to improve, you always can improve from there, doing some highlights and so on. So, and I will keep doing each time I find something new to do with the contrast paints, as I do in any other paint, I will share it. Do you have any kit bashers? Kit bashing is not my thing. I only do kit bashing and very limited when I want to avoid a repetition of the same model over and over, okay? And I don't have too many recently, okay? The armies where I did more kit bashing maybe are my Space Marines, where I wanted to add a more Dark Angels look, or yeah, like I want to put them as a Dark Angel successor chapter. I think it's maybe the army where I did more kit bashing, together with the other one was not really kit bashing, but a little bit of modifications here and there. I was on my Renegade Guard when I was doing it. So it's not one thing that I really fancy, because assembling and doing kit bashing, I enjoy more painting. But yeah, I have some, but not one of my I would say core abilities. Thanks a lot for the question anyway, AF. And now we go to the Red Beer Bros, another channel that I really like to follow. Here we is just make a video about Warcry. Do you like it? Okay, I can make a video about Warcry, but here I will say that I test Warcry. I just make a couple of games. I like a lot the idea of evolving the Warband, of having this, and I think they make in a way that you don't overpower too much the characters, as the gifts that you get are normally one use, or they can be broken or useless after some uses. So I think I like a lot this part. I like a lot how the campaign system is organized, and I find the battles to be fast and brutal, what is also interesting. Okay, so if you are into skirmish fantasy fights, I think it's a nice game. So far, the problem I don't play too much because I play too many games and I don't have time to play them all. So this is why recently I've played more Warhammer 40,000 when I'm playing a big game, and I like it a lot, and I'm missing Warhammer Underworlds. I would say if I have to choose between Warhammer Underworlds, I know that they are completely different things, but if I have to choose between Warhammer Underworlds and Warcry, at this point I prefer Warhammer Underworlds. I like a lot this combination of making your deck, plus the objective, plus the fight. I think it's very well balanced, this game, in terms of deck and how you move the units on the board, and I really enjoying a lot Warhammer Underworlds. So this is the only point. So I don't have time to play them all. We try to play a league, but then, as I did not have time to play both games at the same time, I decided to focus more on the Warhammer Underworlds. But I think it's an interesting game, and if you like a skirmish without cards, it's much lower investment than Warhammer Underworlds, because you only need really the warband and then you will need the terrain, right? But on Warhammer Underworlds, if you want to be a little bit more competitive, you need to buy more than one warband and have several cards to be able to build up a deck, right? Especially if you start now. So I will say, in terms of investment, maybe it's on parity, right? In terms of painting, yeah, you have to pay a little more on Warcry. But I will say it's up to everybody. If you don't like cards at all, Warcry. If you like the combination of cards with board game, Warhammer Underworlds. I like it a lot, the combination, so this is why Warhammer Underworlds, but I think it's a personal thing, and I think both games are fast, brutal, and enjoyable. Okay, so yeah, and I think that's all what I wanted to talk here, and maybe I will do another video on more detail on Warcry in the future. Okay, I'm thinking about a series on why I play, and then I will talk about the games I play. In one video I will talk about 40,000. If you think this is interesting, we can talk about why I play 40,000, what I like and what I dislike. I will do the same for Warhammer Underworlds, Age of Sigmar, Warcry, and maybe Blood Bowl. Okay, these are the games that I'm more I played the most. So that's all for this video. I hope you have enjoyed this Ask Victor. Remember, if you want this series to continue, I will need your questions in the comments below, and I will answer them in 1 month. So take this into account, because maybe when I answer them, some of the things are outdated or I already know. But that's no matter. I've really enjoy doing these videos. I enjoy answering your questions, and that's all for now. So as usual, thanks a lot for watching, and see you later.